All right, I'm going to film the intro again. I just watched it back and it's awful. Because the road is so rough in that one area. And I thought I was being funny, but after I looked at the replay, I'm like, no, that's not being funny. That's just being silly. That's just making somebody want to turn off the camera because everybody says you got to grab them in the first 30 seconds. So anyway, hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Miss Vicky, in case you've never been here before. And I just like to talk about whatever's on my mind. I am a talking head. So this is Friday, December 26th, 2025, and it is Boxing Day, but I'm working. So I'm at work now, getting ready to go in. And that's all I got to say right now. It is kind of warm today. It's in the 50s, upper 50s for us here in North Carolina, and that's warm for this time of year. Yesterday, I think it got up to 70 again, so I'll be glad when we're back into, I don't want to be zero. Please don't mistake that, but I would rather be in the low 40s, upper 30s this time of year than this temperature because you don't know what to wear. That's right. All right, I'm going to go into the rest of the video. So I'm on my way to the prison job. That's right, it's a prison job. I have to work today or they're going to come and get me. That's not true, and you know that's not true. So I have on my fake hair again, and right now it doesn't look too hot. I gotta go in here and fix it. I didn't want to get up this morning. It was one of those days, you know, you lay in bed for a few days and you don't want to get up again on the third one. That's why I don't retire. That's one of the many reasons. Another reason is I like the money. But one of the main reasons is I don't want to become lazy. And I do believe that is exactly what would happen. Because I don't really have anything to get me going. So I don't know if I'm going to find a parking place this morning or not. And I don't know if my boss is going to be here today or not. He's not here yet. But then again, it is Friday and they could be at breakfast. They like breakfast on Fridays. So I hope everyone had a great Christmas. You did what you wanted to do. You got all the presents that you wanted. And all that good stuff. So if I park right here, will I get bird poop all over my car? Truck. I'm in the truck today, in case you didn't know. But I think if I park right here, I'll be okay. So there was some parking places. There was some parking places. Or there is some parking places, shall I say. So I'm just going to talk today. I don't really have a lot to say, you know, when it comes to talking about, you know, who. And I've really been getting in a lot of thought. And like I said before the other day, I'm not going to say I'm never going to talk to him again, but I am going to try to move on as best I can. You know, as I said before, if he does something I think is worthwhile talking about, I'll talk about him. You know, I guess watching some of these videos I've been watching and them talking about haters and stuff, I really don't want to be known as a hater. And I know some people's okay with that, but I'm not. And it's not that I'm going to leave this lasting impact like, you know, Adam the Woo has or whatever, but I just don't want to be known as a hater. And I don't know what I want to be known as on this platform. If anything, I could just take them all down and there won't be nothing left. And I thought about that too, but I'm not going to do it. At least not right now. All right. So what I've been thinking about is taking you on this journey of me trying to purge and downsize what's inside my house. Now there's some things I'm not going to show, but if I do show anything, I'm going to be showing a mess. And I know I should not worry about what people think of me because I know there'll be people saying I'm a hoarder or my parents were hoarders. The fact is, I would say there's some extent to that we were hoarders, but we also were collectors. And what a collector collects, you may not understand. Or vice versa. You know, I don't understand why people collect horror things, but they do, and it's not my place to judge. I'm not going to say deep down I don't, but I know that there are collectors of everything. All kinds of collectors, you know. I hope there's no collectors of food and bodies, but I'm sure there's some people that collect food in the cans in case they were to ever need them. And that's okay. I mean, that's a prepper, I guess. But I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all want to watch me share the journey of me trying to sell some things on Facebook Marketplace or eBay or anywhere? Is that something you would watch? Also, clothing wise, a lot of it I'm taking to, as I said before, I'm taking it to either a mission store or to the Humane Society store. I'm not going to try to sell them. If there's something really expensive in there that I know of, I'll probably hold on to it and, you know, maybe give it to somebody that I know of that would appreciate it. You know, there's a couple of pieces of clothing I know my mom had that are, you know, they're still sold. You know, they are classic clothing that are made in, you know, a special boutique. No, she didn't buy them, but she was gifted them. One of them still has the tags on it. Sylvia's seen it, and, you know, it's a size 6. Well, my mom was never a size 6 at the last 20 years of her life. Now, when she was younger, yeah. And this is not a 6 of today. The 6 of today is much larger than the 6 of, let's say, the 70s. I mean, clothing has changed so much. I mean, you would have to be, I would say that the size of this dress is a size 0 today, in my opinion. I don't know anybody that's a size 0, but I think it might be just a little big up in here for them. But when I think of 0, I think of Jolene. And I would say it would be too big up here for her, but through the waistline and, you know, I don't know. It might be just a little big for her in certain places, but that's who I think of a size 0, if I'm saying something of a size 0 today. And some people are just tiny. That's just the way it is. Some people are just big, and that's the way it is. Anyway, that's just a thought in my mind. Of course, and some of this stuff will be beauty products. You know, palettes that I've had for 10 years. There's no reason for me to save them. You know, I could say I was a beauty collector, but not really. I mean, in my head, I might have collected it, but it was more or less gaining. It was just a part of FOMO, fear of missing out. And I'm over that FOMO stage of my life. I mean, it's long past me. I could care less now. So I got to go to work, and that's all I wanted to talk about today. And I hope y'all have a great Friday, great weekend. And I'll try to be back as much as I can. May just be a short, just stopping in and saying hello. And now I'm filming the outro again. So I was starting to be smart, and then I cut it off before it ever got to anyway, you know, I've been kind of watching a lot of older videos from Adam the Woo. So if I pick up some of his sayings, it's just in tribute to him. But the one that I was going to say at the end was I was going to say the vlog is over. So y'all have a great day. Love you. The vlog is over. Bye.